Hey yo, what's good? What's going on, everyone, everywhere? Welcome back to another video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and all the other good stuff you do for everyone else. Do it for your boy as well. Now listen here, man. We got another PvP build, man. This is like the god of movement. I ain't going front, man. This thing's sick. There's a lot of like niche little things that this build here compensated for that the other build that I did post kind of fell short on. Okay. I was using the Ascension aspect on the other one. We're not using it this time. But I will say there's little cheeky little things that this build can do that no other build can really do. And for those who are wondering, I was messing around with that Khepri Sting. I did see that someone already posted a video, and then I even see that Walla posted a video about it as well now. So I'm a little late to post it, but I have already been doing research about it, making a build. I want to get this build out though beforehand, okay? So without further ado, let's go and just hop into it. To get this build off, man, you are going to be using the Mask of Backers, okay? That light shift is insane. Now, what light shift does is when you have the stasis super equipped, your dodge runs longer range, faster moving, shifting, partially cloaks you during use. After shifting, not shipping. Your stasis and arc weapons still increase damage short term. This is a times 4 surge. That is very, very good. As you see, we're pairing it with Kitchen right now, the tried and true PvP best shotgun in the game. Please do not nerf this, Bungie. We already have enough, and y'all already keep trying to nerf Hunter but buff Titan. I'm sick of it, Bungie. I'm sick of it. Don't even get me started, because I want to do a rant video so bad. I'm sick of them. And we're going to use the Sightline Survey. This hand cannon here is very unique. The 180 RPM, the rounds per minute hand cannons, are very, very nice feeling. Keep in mind with this one, because it is crafted, I was trying out with full bore, accurate rounds, keep away, enhanced, as well as enhanced kill clip. Radio Laria Transposer is the origin trait, of course. But I like the keep away, kill clip, and accurate rounds, right? I was using fluted barrel, which gives you +5 stability and +15 handling. It's gonna pretty much put you around 44 handling. It did feel a lot nicer, and in the clips that I can show, I might upload a separate video where I was doing Iron Banner last week with a friend of mine, a good close friend of mine, man, and almost every game was like 30+ kills. Okay, it was like 31, 34, 36, 38. It was pretty nice. So this build was putting in work. I was able to get a lot of good kills off for a lot of different things. But nonetheless, I was not using fluted barrel in those. I am trying to use a fluted barrel now, because now with Iron Banner, it just seems like this gun secretly got nerfed for some reason, or something's going on. The range doesn't seem like it's hitting quite like it should be, so I tried fluid barrel. I'm in full bore to get more range, but I'm not sure, man. I don't know, Bungie secretly nerfing it, who knows. And then for your heavy, a grenade launcher, impulse, and fire is pretty much the way to go. All those kills too are for PvP, just want to keep that in mind. And then for the actual armor, the stat wise, mobility, crank it out, discipline, crank it out. Recovery, I always say go to the breakpoints. Breakpoint recovery is going to be 50 recovery, 80 recovery, or 100. Okay, the difference between 0 and 100 recovery is literally 3 seconds. So it's not much, but in PvP you do want to kind of hit that 80 recovery, milestone, if you will. 100 if you can get it. I honestly want to get my resilience up higher, but unfortunately due to my gear I can't. 50 intellect's okay. Honestly, the higher intellect you can get, the better. With this 50 intellect right here, this exact same setup, I can show you in the other gameplays I think I still have on the PlayStations here. I was getting my super like twice a game and being able to use it. That was pretty good. For actual mods, you can kind of see what we got going on. Pretty much a lot of arc mods here. So arc targeting, we got 2 of them. Gives a little bit extra aim assist for our Sightline Survey. That's also why we go ahead and put a targeting adjuster. Get that aim assist even up higher and higher. With the targeting mods, I think you'll be sitting around like 83? No, because it should be 85 or 87 or something like that. It's one of those, right, with the 2 targeting mods. Then I almost always like to go ahead and put impact induction and momentum transfer here. Pretty much when you use your power melee, it reduces your grenade cooldown. When you hit someone with your grenade, it reduces your melee cooldown. This combination almost is pretty much golden, especially in Crucible. Allows you to get your melee and your grenade back very, very quickly. And with the grapple and smoke bomb, you know, a little jumping ahead here, it allows that cooldown to be brought down a little bit. Okay, it's very, very nice. Then we have the Arc Dexterity mod just to give us a little bit of that faster ready and still speed, especially since we do have less handling now. We're definitely going to be needing this even more so. If we're shifting, if we're coming off a grapple, whatever we're doing, even throwing the smoke and trying to get back into ready to shoot, this Arc Dexterity is going to be very nice. I would argue even you can rock 2 of these, but then your third mod's pretty much going to be useless because that fastball perk does not work with grapple, so it's kind of bad. Chest piece, unflinching arc aim. You could make the argument to go ahead and put in a stasis one, since conditional finality is considered a stasis weapon. I wouldn't say put a stasis dexterity mod on, just because conditional finality already has very high handling, and most of the time in you swapping to it, you need more handling on your actual other weapon, so that can be stowed away quicker, so this one can actually pop off faster. I know it sounds a little complicated, but it's not. Pretty much just put dexterity for the other weapon. Okay, don't worry about the shotgun per se. Now, in terms of leg armor mods, I would say this has a little flexibility. So you definitely want recuperation, and I like to have stasis holster just to have a little quality of life. So if I do get an extra, like, you know, special ammo drop or earn it or pick it up or whatever, it kind of automatically loads into the shotgun, so I'm not sitting here pulling out my shotgun and be like, oh snap, I can't shoot you, I gotta reload. You know what I mean? So that's just good quality of life right there. Absolution is what I like to go with, just to make sure I can get my abilities back time and time again. But you can definitely make the argument for arc weapon surge. It would definitely help out in your hand cannon here. But if you're gonna be using master backers, that arc weapon surge won't really be, it won't stack with the master backers times 4. It'll just be a times 1 instead when outside the master backers. But if you're getting a lot of orbs and you know you're not using your dodge or whatever, then this is still something to consider. And then even for our cloak, we got the Reaper mod, you know, Infamous Reaper, kill someone, dodge, try to get the little trigger to proc. If not, especially because this has kill clip, this 180 RPM weapon with kill clip turns to a 3 tap instead of a 4 tap like it traditionally is with the 180s. So, hey, you're just gonna be living life pretty much. And distribution, and you see absolution, so it's gonna help all around. Get our super, our grenade back, our dodge back, and when we dodge, we get our melee back. So it's just good all around. Okay. For actual artifact mod, I want to go over that real quick. The only real thing I would say would like or want or need is honestly radiant orbs here. Radiant orbs are pretty much the only thing. You could go ahead and get void hegemony or even expanding the abyss. They technically work in PvP, but it doesn't like work every time from what I'm noticing. But then again, you know, PvP is always kind of weird. It says you might get killed for one thing, but there's no real kill cam, so it's hard to like test per se. So I like just pretty much keep on shield crush and transference, but you can definitely go ahead and take them off and do it the other way around. Okay. Now, shield crush is still nice though, because when you are radiant, and which we will get, our grenade not only deals more damage as it says, but recharge faster. It's more what we're trying to use it for, the recharge faster portion. So you could definitely do something like void hegemony, shield crush, and radiant orbs. Galvanic armor is pretty much never gonna proc, so there's that. And taking pressing the advantage is something nice to have as well, because it doesn't work in PvP for what I've noticed, but I've heard someone else said that it did. I've never noticed it, but hey, that's what they said. Now, for the actual subclass, I know y'all been waiting for this. We do have to take that stasis super, like the exotic kind of commands us to. I've tried it with others, you know, like Arc Super or whatever. It doesn't work, even though I really want to use Arc Super, so it sucks. But it is what it is. Gambler's dodge, so we can always get our smoke back. We're gonna use a blink, because remember we're trying to do movement. We're trying to be blinking around. Our dodge can allow us to blink horizontally. This movement blink can let us blink vertically. Okay, so it's just good all around. And there is a cheeky little thing that you can do with like grapple, and you can blink while you're still carrying the momentum of grapple and go into a grapple melee still nonetheless, kind of avoiding some damages. And if you time it just right, you can avoid a lot of fatal damage. But most times, because of how Blink got reworked a long time ago, you're still damageable in it. And you know the Squishy Hunter almost always gets killed. So nonetheless. Now Snare Bomb, it's just nice to have. The weakening you get from it, the radiant you get thanks to our Faucet of Dawn fragment down here, just good to have all around. Now that also brings me into the Stylish Executioner. Now we will be getting unraveling rounds thanks to our grapple, and also weaken thanks to our Snare Bomb. So we have two different ways to kind of proc Stylish Executioner. Get that True Sight, which is just wall hacks, and even sometimes that weaken melee, the next melee attack that you do weakens, is very, very nice. So it's just something just to have, okay? Third Inspector, because Third Inspector is still pretty good. Even though I want to clear up some confusion, everyone acts like this is just the most OP thing. It's only good just to have something to take, you know, damage and, you know, kind of confuse the enemy a little bit. That's the whole goal of the hunter, is to slay a trap, go around someone, because you can't fight them straight up like a Titan. So developers, if you're listening, and all the other Titan mains, please just shut up about this Threaded Spectre. It already is going to get another nerf on top of it and make it not usable at all yet again, like how most hunter stuff is. Please stop. Now, and it does have a cooldown similar to the Titan Barricade, as everyone wants to point out that needs an extra cooldown. It does have a cooldown, just like Master Backers has a cooldown for it. It's built into it for the Threaded Spectre itself, okay? There is no, oh, well, you can just spam these out left and right. It's only in like very particular builds where you can actually spam this. Or if you have multiple hunters. Which I don't see what the problem is, since we had Titan Barricades run rampant for forever. So, nonetheless, without that little tangent, we have Faucet of Hope just because elemental buff is going to let us get our class ability quicker, i.e. our Mass Basker dodge quicker, i.e. our Threaded Spectre quicker. Now, this elemental buff that we're kind of going off of can be used from our other Faucet of Dawn, which is going to give us Radiant, so that is very, very good right there. Faucet of Blessing, everybody knows this at this point. If you're a hunter, you're not rocking this, or the Faucet of Mending on pretty much any of your builds, then I kind of worry for you, because it's, you know, hunters be squishy. I am. Trust you me, I'm a hunter. I know. But nonetheless, melee kills get health regen, and it's not just powered melee kills, it's all melee kills. That includes grapple melee and snare bomb, so that's very, very good nonetheless. And Faucet of Dawn is going to allow us to proc Radiant off of just melee hits. Once again, can be done by both, which is very, very good. Faucet of Courage, darkness debuffs, i.e. your grapple melee will give you unravel, so that's darkness debuff, which allow your snare bomb to do a little bit more damage. Most time you'll never get a kill, but there's been one time and one time only I've ever gotten to kill Smoke Bomb, and it was the most cheeky thing ever. Because the dude was like 1 HP. I wasn't even sure that he was alive still. I thought the game was just lagging a little bit. And the Smoke Bomb just killed him. Literally did 1 damage to him and killed him. Now we have Faucet of Solitude. I was testing this out. And it does seem like when you proc the 4 tap, it will kind of trigger. So this is more for those longer range encounters. When you are kind of outside your range of the 180. If you don't know, the 180s, worst thing about the archetype is that it had terrible range, that it takes 4 taps to really kill anyone. So that's more of the drawbacks of it. Now I could go ahead and sign up for an Iron Banner match, and I'll go ahead and start one now, but I'll go ahead and post a whole separate video like I kind of been doing. I'm trying to experiment with it. Let me know if you like that kind of format style. Keep in mind, I don't like Iron Banner at the moment. Let me do Zone Control, because Iron Banner right now with that whole get the motes and deposit them into 2 banks like Search and Story and Kill Confirm combined. Oh, it's been irritating me. The amount of people that's in there and the cheekiness of it, especially Titans, is crazy. Talking about Hunter's OP. You go look at Titans again. But nonetheless, this may take a little bit, so I may cut this video short. Just keep the shortness of the general build itself. But I will show you as soon as I get into the match some things about this build in particular that I kind of like the cheekiness that you can do. And then I'll go ahead and post one of the 30 kill gameplays that I recorded, whichever one is still recorded as of, you know, making this recording. So nonetheless, just stay tuned in for a little bit and we'll get into it, okay? Now, one cheekiness I will say is very, very nice is that you can be standing pretty much behind a cover, a pole, a barrier, or whatever the case may be. Do your mask of backers dodge, which is the same as your normal dodge, but do it in a direction. So the shift, the blink, if you will, is directional. So you can do horizontally. And in doing that directional control, you can go forward. So you can pretty much just rush an enemy with a blink in the process of rushing them and get behind them, shoot them with a shotgun because you're completely behind them. Now you face kind of through them, so to speak, or next to them and around them. But it's very, very nice to have nonetheless. And I'll try to show that real quick. I don't know if this map's going to be the most favorable to do that, but hey, we're going to try to rush in there real quick so I can make this video less than 20 minutes, yo. I really want to stop it a couple minutes ago so it can be less than 15, but I understand that some people want to see gameplay, so definitely keep that in mind. Oh, you can, and you see I still carry the momentum. I can also do, and that's why you like blink, man. Woo, hello. Yeah, I kind of knew that was coming. But you kind of see what I got going on, man. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video now before it gets too long and go ahead and post the other gameplay where I was using this build exactly to the T the whole entire time throughout the video. Stay tuned.